This segment brought to you by Kansas Corn. Learn more at kscorn.com.
Welcome back. Now let's see what Kyle and Duane are up to today on Plain Talk.
Hi, this is Kyle Bauer with Plain Talk with Duane Toews.
Kyle Bauer, your fact or fiction question of the day. Computer addiction is a real disease. Fact or fiction?
Fact.
It is a fact. I think it's,
You've seen people that are gamers
so
and that
when you
sort of
catch
thing.
me at my desk really not doing much, I can claim it's
Well,
a
anytime
disease.
you're sitting at your desk looking
You
at your
assume-
computer, I
assume I'm doing
you're
nothing
asleep.
anyway. Yeah.
I assume you're asleep.
Experts agree computer addiction a real disease, difficult to control as any other. To help curb or eliminate the disease early in life, they recommend parents limit a child's use of computers to an hour a day. Yeah, I bet there's a whole ton of kids out there that are way over that.
Oh,
Hour
yeah.
a day?
Well, especially if you
count
consider
your
the
phone?
I would
Yeah.
count your phone because that's
Your
my computer.
Quote, playing games. That's the only one I have at home.
Yeah, that's the only one I travel with anymore.
But I spend a fair amount of time on it in the evening. As
I do too. I do
Something
the
else
whole-
is playing on the box, and I'm looking at my phone.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, I know this is going to sound like a broken record, but I was so enamored with the Chicago Stockyards.
Again?
Always. I mean, I can't get enough reading about them.
Wasn't there a big story about that? There was a book.
Oh, yeah,
about
the
it.
jungle.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, and
It didn't
like
portray
the 20s.
everything the
Upton
greatest.
Sinclair, right?
Hey,
I think so.
I'm not an author.
And it changed the way we handled food, and I think it also changed labor laws, as I recall. But did you know in a lot of slaughter plants, first of all, the slaughter plants were emulated by Henry Ford.
Oh, the thought
Because
process?
the assembly line, they had a de-assembly line. You know, they would start down, and they still are. You've been through, and they're a
you start
de-assembly
whole,
line.
and then you go to a half, and then you go to pieces and parts.
Right, and it was the same, and that's where he got the idea of the assembly line, of everybody standing in one place and the chain coming by.
So he got his idea from them.
Not the other way around.
Okay.
But did you realize a lot of those plants, the reason they were multi-story was because the chain was gravity-driven.
Oh.
And so they a lot of times killed on the top floor and put them on the hook, and then gravity took them down, and by the time the hooks... Now, I don't know who the old boy got to carry those hooks back to the top. So...
Well, that's
there might have been
labor
an
law
elevator
thing.
Maybe they strapped them to every hog that had to walk up. No, a lot of times they did. They had a spiral staircase that the animals would walk up to the top, and that's where they started the process. So, but okay, the Chicago Stockyards, when they were at their primest of primes, by the way, they closed in 1971 or 2.
Okay.
And when did the packing plants in Kansas start?
About the same time.
About the same time, in the 60s, right. And that's what happened to the whole thing. But when they were, they started in 1860, thereabouts, and then they ended about 1971. But a lot of that time, all those stockyards, which handled thousands of head of sheep and hogs and cattle every day,
right?
That water all was just washed into the creek.
Oh.
And all the water from those processing plants
went the same place.
Yeah. So you might not want to build your house very close to that area because that creek was
tainted
and odoriferous.
Thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Jamie Bloom, and I hope you enjoyed today's show. See you next week on Farm Factor. We're here every Tuesday on Ag AM in Kansas.
Closed captioning brought to you by Ag Promo Source. Together we grow. Learn more at agpromosource.com. To see this show and past episodes of Ag AM in Kansas, go online to agaminkansas.com.